The most iconic wrestling rivalries are often those that define an era, stretching over months or even years, with storylines that develop and evolve over time. Opponents may take breaks and return to their feuds, clashing multiple times over the course of their careers. Throughout its history, WWE has featured numerous memorable feuds, with some receiving extensive time and attention. However, there have also been instances where rivalries were short-lived, lasting only about a month before fading into obscurity.
Professional wrestling is my life!
Bryan versus John Cena. We are starting with one of the most iconic SummerSlam moments. The clash between Bryan and John Cena in 2013, where Bryan won his first WWE Championship. The build-up was electric, with Bryan's popularity soaring as he became the ultimate underdog fans rally behind. However, the rivalry had its flaws. Cena handpicked Bryan as his opponent, setting up a high-stakes match between WWE's two top babyfaces. This decision came when the American Dragon was on the brink of launching the Yes movement. But it could have been even more compelling to see Cena and Bryan face off when Bryan was a heel. The dynamic might have mirrored Cena's classic rivalry with CM Punk, with the seasoned WWE icon taking on the indie darling who had finally made it big, Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. By the late 2010s, Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe had solidified themselves as two of the most intimidating forces in wrestling, making their showdown at Great Balls of Fire in 2017 highly anticipated. Few competitors could match Lesnar's aura of dominance, but the Samoan submission machine was one of the rare exceptions. Their match delivered plenty of excitement, though it felt like they had the potential to achieve even more together, as evidenced by their participation in the thrilling Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam 2017, which also included Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Unfortunately, WWE never capitalized on their chemistry with a rematch, leaving fans with a sense of missed opportunity. Rob Van Dam versus John Cena. By 2006, it seemed as though Rob Van Dam's chances of breaking into WWE's main event scene had slipped away. However, that perception changed rapidly when he won the Money in the Bank contract. Van Dam chose to cash in his guaranteed title shot against John Cena at ECW One Night Stand, resulting in a memorable match that featured interference from Edge and saw RVD capture the WWE Championship. Regrettably, real-life missteps cut Van Dam's title reign short before it could fully develop, costing fans the chance to witness an extended feud between him, Cena, and possibly Edge. Still, the whole damn show got his well-deserved crowning moment in the same arena that helped cement his legacy. Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan. In 2005, Shawn Michaels adopted a brief heel persona to kickstart a feud with Hulk Hogan for SummerSlam, making for an unforgettable rivalry. HBK reminded everyone of his skill as a heel, especially during a promo in Montreal, where he referenced the infamous screw job and mocked Bret Hart, generating insane levels of heat. The match itself was highly entertaining, with Michaels bumping like a maniac for Hogan. Originally, this feud was planned to be a trilogy, but Hogan refused to continue, leading to Shawn's over-the-top selling and their handshake post-match and ending their in-ring rivalry. It's unfortunate, as an extended feud would have showcased more of Michaels' stellar heel work. The Rock versus Booker T. When the Invasion storyline featuring WCW and ECW began in 2001, fans eagerly anticipated seeing top stars from the Monday Night Wars finally face off in WWE. However, this excitement was tempered when only a limited number of high-profile talents from WCW and ECW made the jump to WWE that year. One of the standout moments was the Dream match at SummerSlam 2001, where Booker T defended the WCW Championship against The Rock in the main event. Unfortunately, due to the chaotic and ultimately underwhelming nature of the Invasion angle, this match stood as their only pay-per-view encounter, preventing the feud from reaching its full potential and developing further. Their match was fast-paced, full of signature moves, and highlighted both wrestlers' unique styles. The Rock's ability to work the crowd and Booker T's athleticism created a strong dynamic. Dean Ambrose versus Triple H. WWE often struggled to position Dean Ambrose as a true main event star following his breakout from the Shield, favoring Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins instead. The closest Ambrose came to being firmly established in the main event scene was in 2016, which featured a standout feud with Triple H that culminated in their match at Roadblock in March. This match between the Lunatic Fringe and The Game was of high quality and arguably outshone both performers' efforts at WrestleMania 32 the following month. Having Ambrose defeat Triple H for the WWE Championship on the grandest stage of them all would have been far more impactful than the decision to have Roman Reigns do so. Such a move could have solidified Ambrose's status as a top-tier star and given fans a fresh and compelling moment in WrestleMania history. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus HBK. The rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin came at an ideal moment for WWE, propelling them into the Attitude Era and paving the way for their ultimate victory in the Monday Night Wars. Austin's defining moment as the company's new top star occurred at WrestleMania 14, where he challenged Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship in the main event. The match was a spectacle, enhanced by the presence of Mike Tyson as a special guest enforcer, and concluded with the Rattlesnake securing a victory over HBK. However, the match was somewhat impacted by Michaels' severe back injury, which not only affected his performance, but also forced him into an extended retirement afterward. This unfortunate reality meant that their promising feud ended abruptly, preventing it from evolving further. Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. In the mid-90s, WWE started to elevate the quality of its main event matches from an in-ring perspective, thanks in large part to performers like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. While Michaels was involved in numerous memorable rivalries, one of his best was unfortunately too brief to be celebrated as much as it deserved. This short-lived feud saw Michaels defending the WWE Championship against Mankind at In Your House 10 Mind Games in 1996. The match was an instant classic, full of intense action and storytelling, though marred by a lackluster finish. Despite the potential for an extended rivalry between these two legends, WWE pivoted, having Michaels face Vader after a brief follow-up with Mankind, which included a dark match at In Your House 12. It's time. Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar. Eddie Guerrero's triumphant victory over Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at No Way Out 2004 remains one of the most celebrated moments in wrestling history. Guerrero's journey to the top captured the hearts of fans, making his title win truly unforgettable. However, the feud between Guerrero and Lesnar was brief. After Eddie secured the championship, he defended it against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 20, delivering a memorable performance. Lesnar, on the other hand, faced Goldberg in a match that fell short of expectations and was marred by fan backlash. This bout marked Lesnar's final appearance before departing the company immediately after WrestleMania, cutting short any potential continuation of his rivalry with Guerrero. CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. The same SummerSlam 2013 that featured John Cena versus Daniel Bryan also delivered an even more remarkable match earlier in the evening. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar faced off in what many consider one of the most underrated WWE matches of all time, showcasing instant chemistry that perfectly matched the story they were telling. This clash stemmed from CM Punk's history as a Paul Heyman guy, a role he had embraced in the previous year before Heyman turned on him to align with his original client, Brock Lesnar. This betrayal set the stage for a high-stakes one-off battle between Punk and Lesnar, filled with intensity and storytelling excellence. Sadly, this unforgettable bout remained their only meeting, as Punk left shortly after, and the opportunity for a rematch never materialized. Well, there you have it, 10 of the best feuds which only lasted about a month. What do you think? Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.